Hello darts nuts, I'm going to do another review of another set of Bulls Fighter darts. I've reviewed quite a few sets of the Bulls Fighter darts of late and they've all been extremely well made, great quality, and like I said before, Bulls Fighter is a fairly new brand from Korea. All the darts are made in Korea, and it was started from a group of people that played in a darts bar called Bulls Darts Bar, and basically they decided to come up with their own brand of darts. And this is the Reventon. They're a 90% tungsten dart, and these are 18 gram, and like I said before, they come in quite a neat stylish packaging. You got the Bulls Fighter outer card, and then the darts are housed in this metal case which has got very plush interior, and you get your 3 barrels obviously, and they're fitted with, I think they're Ultima soft tip points and some white. I think that might be tweeny stems. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's probably a tweeny stem, that. And you got your Bulls Fighter standard shape flights with slot rings pre-slotted. So that's what you get in the box. Let's have a close look at the barrels. Right then, here's the close look at the barrels. Then I'll put the detailed picture up with all the measurements. As you can see, that's fitted with your soft tip point, and as usual with the Bulls Fighter darts, the tungsten is of a very high polished and very nice quality. They're a 90% tungsten dart. Retail for, I think it's 118,000 Korean won, which is about £70. Depends on the exchange rate really. And like I said before, most of the Asian darts seem to be suited for rear grippers, although this one's got a kind of a scalloped front with these grooved sections, which it's not particularly grippy. It's probably only a medium level of grip, but it looks as if the bulk of the weight is on the front, so it's probably front biased barrel. But this rear section, it's very gently scalloped, and it's got a basic ring grip, so it's probably just maybe a high medium, that, but it feels nice and comfortable, and again it feels like you're pushing through the bulk of the weight, which is here from this grip. That doesn't feel too strange for me, being a front gripper. It feels as if I could probably throw these alright from that position. I'm quite sure where I'll try gripping it there. Whether I'll grip it on that section, I mean, but probably try a few grips. I'll definitely try it from that front, and probably around this fairly chunky middle bit. But I think that's probably where it's designed to be gripped mostly, and maybe that finger just resting on that scallop. But it's another very nice looking dart, and you've got the nylon tweeny stems and the Bullfighter standard flights. So I'll let you look at the dart, then I'll put the detailed picture up. Right, here's the detailed picture. Right, here's the detailed look at the darts. It's got a 24mm soft tip point, and the front nose of the barrel is kind of like a scallop shape, and it's got these notches in, and it tapers up towards some like round, I don't know what you would call them, dimples maybe. That's 13.3mm from the front to the dimples, and then it's a kind of a smooth section of about 8.5mm before it goes into the main section on the rear of the barrel, which is made up of this ring style grip, and that's got like a slight scallop as well. That's 18.7mm wide, and then at the very end it's about 2mm slightly tapered towards the end of the shaft. The overall length is 42mm and the width is 7.4mm. Alright, then I'll just do some measurements along the barrel. So you can get that squared up right. Well, so the barrel length is 42mm, 42.07, and the widest section is somewhere near where the logo is, 7.4mm, and that front scallop section is 5.96, and the middle of the rear grip is 6.2. Alright, I'll just compare the weight of the barrels. That's 18.08, 18.08, and 18.08, and the weight of the full setup as supplied is 20.15. so that's another perfectly matched set of darts from Bulls Fighter. Right, I'll just find the balance point without the point attached. It's probably just around about there, which is pretty close to the front, and with the point on, yeah, with the point on it's around that chunky section, doesn't move a great deal, and then with the supplied setup, it's a bit of an awkward shape as well, so it makes it more difficult. Yeah, I think it's the shape of it that's interfering with that, so my guess is because I can't get it exact because of the way it kind of steps down a little bit, but I think it's around about here, just on the first few rings. So just probably around about that bit there where my thumb is. Alright, that's the detailed look at the Bulls Fighter Reventon. Again, it's a very nice looking dart, like I said, and this is probably not as severely grippy as what some of the other ones I've tried, but it does have a very nice scallop on the rear and on the front. So let's give them a throw and see how we go. I'm holding the dart, first of all, pretty close to the nose of the barrel, kind of like a scallop bit on the front of the dart. It's got these like notches in, but I can feel more the shape of the barrel than I can the notches. I wouldn't say it was very comfy there, because it kind of feels a bit weird having the the darts slope back a little bit there, but it seems to be flying okay from there, but I think it's probably going to be a bit better balanced there. But I'll have a couple of more throws from there, and then I'll move my grip up a little bit. I think the only problem that I have gripping it there is sometimes that because my fingers feel a little bit cramped up being so close there, sometimes I kind of like lose the control a little bit. One last throw from there. I'm just going to move my grip onto this wide section now. Even though I'm a front gripper, that's still pretty close to the front of the barrel, and it feels a better balance there for me, and it also feels a lot more comfortable because I've got more to grip, whereas there I felt like it was a little bit strange having that shape of the barrel where it slopes upwards. On there it feels just about right. Got a little bit more room for my fingers as well. Yeah, I think that's a lot better balance for my grip there. Also, was flying nice and steady through the air with that grip. I'm just going to try throwing from the rear now. Might not go right to the end of the barrel, probably just where it starts to slope. I think feels more comfortable there. It's kind of like the opposite of the front. The slope going that way feels more comfortable than having the slope resting on the back of your thumb, and it feels like I've got something to push against there, whereas on that front it kind of feels a little bit out of balance. It's not so bad there on the middle, it's quite nicely balanced there, but I have a feeling that's probably going to definitely be the best, especially if you're a rear gripper, of course. It should easily suit you. But I'm not a natural rear gripper, so I'll see how it goes. Last one a little bit too high. Second one, just I released it all wrong. Like I say, it's not my natural grip there, but it's not flying too bad. I'll give it one more throw. Uh, for me being a front gripper, I think I found it a little bit more comfortable there, because that is not too far from the front. I wouldn't say that was in the middle, but where I was gripping it there was probably just past middle, and I think if you're a full rear gripper, it's going to be quite well balanced there, but it's not too bad there at all on that wide section. Wasn't so keen on the front, mainly because I feel as if I'm cramped up, but although it's not as comfortable to hold there, it didn't fly too bad from the front, but throwing it from there, even though it's not my natural grip, I can see it's probably going to fly quite well for rear grippers, but flies quite nice from there as well, so I'm just going to go back to that grip now. So that's the Fighter Reventon 18 gram darts. As normal, with the grip being geared up for rear grip, it should definitely work well with a rear gripper. You don't have to have quite a very rear grip, because where that bit slopes there is probably just around a little bit past centre, so if you're a centre gripper you'll probably find it's quite a nice dart to throw as well. For me, I'm a front gripper, but I was quite comfortable holding it on that wide section, and it's kind of smooth there, but it threw quite well from there. Gripping it right on the very front, it didn't fly too bad, but I didn't feel quite comfortable gripping it there, so for me that was definitely the better grip. But once again, it's another beautiful set of darts by Fighter, very nicely made, great quality as usual. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.